Hi, I'm Miss Theresa. We're on the road with Dr. Brian King in Las Vegas, Nevada.
I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. Blues, women, and blues. I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. I'm an asshole.
So, all right, okay, who are you?
I'm Miss Theresa.
All right.
At least today. I'm Michelle, too. People know me as both.
As Michelle or Miss Theresa?
Both, man. It's part of that Facebook monster, you know. Where do you want to start? I'm a showgirl. I'm living in an RV.
Let's start about the showgirl first.
Okay.
So you're a showgirl.
Yeah, I've been doing burlesque now for about 4 years, and
how'd you get into burlesque?
the costumes is honestly what drew me to it. I used to play dress up as a little girl so much my mom would get mad because I'd change costumes 5-6 times in a day because I like playing with clothes. I got started working in burlesque with Viva Velez and the Velvet Hearts in Columbus. An old boyfriend and mutual friend of ours said to me that I needed to meet her. I'd not been living in Columbus, Ohio for many years. I was in Dayton, my hometown, and came back to Columbus, and this friend said, meet her. And we went to a show, and I was taking pictures, and I loved it. I just fell in love with it. It was so cool. The little girl in me went, squee, with all that stuff. And it took a couple months before, I met with Viva, I think a couple weeks later to talk to her about maybe working with them. I didn't want to join a troupe I didn't know, I didn't think, because I'm not a big joiner. But I had so much fun with them, and everybody was so sweet that I did. I ended up, after the first show, some of them said, you should join. I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm. So while we've been talking, you were putting some pasties together. Yeah. Are these pasties that you've made? Or?
Oh, yeah. They're my weed pasties, as you can see.
Nice.
So, yeah. I have a whole, it's the most Vegas costume that I have with the little headdress that I made. I'll put on for you with the fan and things, yeah. It's cool that they got a nice image of the place you're in.
Yeah, it's a picture of the hotel we are actually in. You can even point to our room.
Yeah, well, it looks a little like a pot leaf, hopefully.
Okay, so there's a marijuana theme.
There's a marijuana theme.
It's not a St. Patrick's Day.
This is my Aerosmith reefer-headed woman routine. Hence the big reefer.
I gotcha. See, I gotcha.
This is the one that I did for my barbed wire doll friends when I came to Vegas, because I thought, well, it's Vegas, I should whip out the feathers, right? Mm-hmm. Even walking here down the street with the wind almost blowing this out of my hand, people were smiling, watching, and they didn't have to ask me anything or say anything. They just nodded their head. It was fun.
It's functional as well as being a nice accessory.
It's so heavy.
Did you make these? Or?
Yeah, well, they were plain panties when I bought them.
Uh-huh.
So anything that's extra was added, like the fringe and stuff.
And then, of course, there's different layers to it, right?
Yeah. And
all right,
the pasties match. So.
Well, let's go down to pasties and see what they are.
But did we show you them right away?
No, there we go. Now you made these?
Yeah, I make all my own pasties. I don't know. Probably better to go like this.
I kind of prefer this.
I kind of prefer this. No. That was easy. At least I can not have to die. I was like writing email back home, telling people what's going on. I was like, I think I'm gonna go be a street performer for a night and see how that works out.
So you've never actually done that, the street work in costume?
No. I've never been any place where you really could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This would be cool. Over here? All right.
Here. Are we going out the main door? Yes.
Yeah.
It's chilly.
It is really cold.
Yeah, definitely couldn't do this in Ohio without having a crowd following. Here is the perfect place.
Yeah.
That's me.
So this is home sweet home, huh?
Yep. And I don't know, this seat moves. There's a little lever here where it'll face more front. That one's locked in position. And so it may be more comfy. I know, right?
Nice. That's nice.
Just.
Yeah, it's a nice little house you got here.
Yeah, it is a little house. This is the home. This is where I wrapped my head when I first went to sit and drive in it. I'm gonna get a butt shot there because I gotta open these windows.
Nice.
And again. Yeah, life as a showgirl on the road. I want to fan us a little because it's warm in here. It's extreme, like the temperature, because we're in the desert. It gets really fucking cold really fast and it gets really hot really fast. That's what it's been. I think it's still a good idea. I do still think I'm a little crazy, but I really wanted to do it.
Yeah. No, it's
I mean,
it's nothing wrong with being crazy.
Before I started to perform, I wanted to have an RV. So this last year doing the burlesque circuit like I did, driving around in a 2000 Jimmy and sleeping in the back of that small thing, I'd pass RVs and go, oh, that'd be nice. There's so much room. And I just said it enough and made it happen, I guess. Everything came together at the right point to where I could get this from my friend. And if I'd waited any longer, the chance of me having the monetary funds to get it would have probably been gone.
I'm glad you came.
So what's your advice as to her as a performer out here?
Remember to always tell them tips are appreciated. Be interactive. And don't let them talk shit.
Right.
Give their attention and everything it takes. Do a little dance. Shake your ass.
Right.
Don't ever set them out.
Right. Okay.
Is it not bad for your first night, huh?
Oh yeah, because I was just trying to see what happened.